host. I'm just gonna eat. Yay! Adorable. So much fiber. I want to eat this brownie right now. I'm having an afternoon coffee. Oh God, it's so cold. Ugh. We got a like. Okay, good. That's nice. Can I check live chat? We gotta love when that happens. I guess I said that earlier. I'm eating my brownie screw. Yep. This brownie. Prime bites. 220 calories. Yay. Afternoon. We got a brownie. And my coffee. Yeah. There's my brownie. Ugh. Such good coffee. Afternoon coffee. Yay, hot coffee. So is everyone enjoying their Mario Day? I was contemplating on going to GameStop, but unfortunately I can't get there because it's too far away for me. I don't have a car. Ugh. Oh, there's another 7-Eleven. Nice. Someone is sending me an image. Yes, it is. Thank you for telling me. All my friends are telling me it's Mario. Yes, happy Mario. I preferred last year's Mario Day. I will say, while I'm not really a big fan of last year, there were parts I did like of last year. Preferably like January, February, and March. And then everything April downward feels like a downhill, like falling down a hill. To go down a little bit of the street. I'll try to finish my coffee as soon as I can because I don't want to hold this very much longer. Yeah, I'm gonna feel it. I'm already feeling the coffee. So hello. Who am I looking at? Knocking? Apparently, I don't see it. It's buried underneath. There's the hood. I can put the hat on in a minute. You've been sick? That's unfortunate. Hold on. Here you go. There's the hood. It's too cold to wear the whole Mario outfit, so just so you believe me, there's the Mario outfit. It's cold. It's really cold today. Again in Seattle. So there you go. That's the Mario outfit. You're in Seattle, yes. If only I had money. That's the big problem. Hold on. That's where I'm at. okay. No, I left LA. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yes, I know that feeling. I was also catching it. That brownie and coffee bottle was nice. I gotta check my YouTube stats real quick. 1 sec. Alright, so you notice wart in the sperm? Yes, I did notice. Alright, so you notice wart in the sperm? Yes, I did notice. You know, what's funny is when I saw certain people, they said it was not wart, they said it was something else, and I was like, no, it's wart. So, even I played Super Mario Brothers 2. So, even though it's basically Doki Doki Panic, we all know this one. Life, gonna leave the US. No, I'm not leaving the US anytime soon. I kinda doubt it. I feel like when it comes to the Mario movies, like I mean, I would like to see more in a new Mario game. We're gonna leave the US, sounds like fun. Okay, I need to put my jacket up. Putting my phone down. 2 seconds. Zipping this up because it's way too cold. You can't wait for the movie, same. I'm gonna be in New York briefly, and then I'm going to PAX in Boston. Forward right now. Maybe I'll play Mario Kart 7 tonight. I really should stream again, but I'm having problems with the computer I'm using. No, probably not. I checked. There's nothing that I found, but if someone did, we crave connection. And I already had my brownie today, and I really don't want to go over caloric intake. I did get back down to my goal weight, which is great, but it's like, I'm starting to realize how difficult it is to keep my weight down without, like, really regimentedly sticking as routine as possible. Especially as I get older. So this is just the pain in the ass part. It's like, if I want to have a lot more dietary flexibility, I have to exercise like crazy. And I can only spend so many hours a day exercising where I have other adult responsibilities that have to be done, which sucks. So if YouTube made me more money and money gave me free time, I'd do it. So, adulthood. Taco about tripping. Well, there's a St. Patrick's Day thing. You have a place now. I live with roommates. I have friends that I live with currently. So I'm safe right now. We'll see if I do that, yes. Sure. Hopefully my hair gets done new and my red's gone by then. So I'm trying to get rid of the red. So so yeah, I'm walking home. Likewise. I feel like the only way I can keep my weight down half the time is by eating salads and no, I'll probably just trim it down. So the only way I can like keep my weight down is having a salad for lunch and dinner. And then if I ever eat bread, did you get Pocopia? I wish. I want it, but I'm trying to save money right now. So honestly, the way to get rid of it faster is washing it out, which I'm really trying. I gotta love that internet going in and out. I'm fine, though. I'm doing fine. I could be a lot better, but I'm struggling a lot. I honestly miss some of the early 2010s of Street Pass and such. No, I basically don't talk to that person, sadly. You basically lose weight and save money. Yeah, if you're very, as far as the PB&J thing goes, what did I have for lunch? Tomato soup and a salad. So, it was a good lunch. I liked it. Yeah, PB&J is nice. It's very cost effective if you just have that for a week. Even though it's like the lack of variety can be kind of annoying, but it's better than. No, I gave up meat right now because it's Lent, so I'm trying to stay away from meat. I did technically eat pizza, like pre-lunch, because it was free and it was given at work, so but I put a lot of paper towels on it and I doused it in paper towels to remove the excess oil. So, and honestly, like, doing a yearly cleanse is really important for your body's health, especially as an adult, because let me tell you, if you go unchecked for a long period of time, and it doesn't even matter, like, if we're saying long, like as in a couple weeks or so and so, and you don't stay routine with your eating habits, especially as an adult, you're like, I can't tell you. And the sadder part is, even when you do eat mostly healthy, let me tell you, my kidney sometimes likes to be like, hey, here's a random stone out of nowhere. It's like, oh, thanks for the kidney stone, kidney. I would eat meat, but to be honest, with meat, I have to be very careful because my body's extremely temperamental with meat. Like, I would just keep it to chicken and fish. I don't really eat red meat. Red meat is something I just like to stay away from, personally. And again, I understand that steak, if eaten appropriately, isn't bad. I am definitely excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That looks like a lot of fun. I would rather go with lamb. I would go with lamb for Easter. Hopefully I can get to Safeway. That's where we... So it's 4:25. I'm at 50%. Do you plan on streaming games again? I'm working on it. We're in a bit of a tough position right now. Because of several reasons. Computer issue. That's the big one. So I have a special friend who lent me his computer. Trying to use that. It's really problematic and bad. So I might take it to the game store tomorrow and see if they can do anything there. They said they fixed my Japanese capture card, and I'm kind of anxious to see what they did. Because, like, I'm really torn. I've had that Japanese system for 11 years. Do you have any fond family memories of Easter's past? Ooh, I can tell you one fun one. So this was PAX East 2012. Was it 2012? Yeah, it was 2012. And it was... My sister basically pulled the wool over my eyes and said, "You gotta hurry home. Oh, I'll compensate you for your train ticket." So my sister laughs in my face and she's like, "I'm not compensating you. You have to be home for the holidays." And then, like, what was funny was when I worked on Easter and Christmas, and then my father said, "You can work, but you can't enjoy any fun." And I'm just like, what the... And that just kind of, like, shocked me. It was like, so let me get this straight. I can soul-suckingly bend over backwards for a job that pays me nothing, but if I want to have fun on a holiday, I'm not allowed to do it. And I'm an adult, so it's a little sad. I just have to say that. So, it's really cold. It's really cold. Yay, Mario! So, let's see, I walked past Decibel. That was actually a building, this building over here. I stayed here during PAX West 2018. Yeah, at a friend's. So, you learn when it comes to going to conventions, there are ways you can save money when it comes to travel and such. Yeah, I saw the new Yoshi game trailer. I'm still kind of up in the air about it, to be honest. The last time I remember like a Yoshi game like that, I feel like we're starting to go back to like the 3DS one. And that one was really disappointing because the music in that game was terrible. like I'm not saying like the 3DS had decent level design, it wasn't awful, but like, man, was that 3DS one really just problematic. I liked Yoshi's Island DS though. Yeah, I almost rather just be at a certain age where I could play my games. I kind of miss the DS era some days. Like the DS, especially like, I mean that was what, 04 to like 2010, practically 2011. Imagine going from a DS game for a DS like for that long. And I mean, it had that many legs for many reasons. I mean, mobile games were not really that big yet. So, at least, like, I think there are certain advantages when you talk about a DS. It's like, you don't really give your kid a phone, you give your kid a DS. So, that's a major advantage there. Yay, walking. Four watchers, 6 likes. Can I get to 10 likes today? That would be nice. 37. Trajectory of transformation. That is not the right account. So what are your work hours? That's a fun question, right? I just work in a grocery store right now. That's all I do. I don't like it. It's kind of soul-sucking. But the only thing I can say that's beneficial is it is something that keeps me safe. It's just disappointingly boring and dull. Like soul-suckingly, just dry mistake from my part. So I don't like it. Every minute is miserable. I don't care for the job. The people are fine. It's nothing against them. It's just I feel like I'm doing something that is barely keeping me alive. Freezing like hell. So the rain's really coming down right now. I don't know if you can see it. Probably can. I can't really show you. So as far as hours go, it's like maybe I'm lucky to get 6 or 7 a day when I do work. I said I work at a grocery store. I'm leaving it at that. So the other problem is I feel like my phone battery dies really quickly. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, that is the one major reason why I partially don't want to pick up Pokopia, is because I'm trying to save up for Tomodachi Living the Dream. Since I'm a broke, starving artist, and I am going to be going to New York and such, and I have to be very stringent on costs, and I'm not getting the support I need right now, which is bad. So, yeah, I really just wish time travel existed so I could go back and fix my problems in the past. It's like, there are many people I would have rather been friends with, that's for sure. Oh my god, it's freezing. Man, I would have loved to get a what's it called? A handheld, a capture card for the DS back in 2004 or 5 when YouTube started. That would have been nice. Oh yeah, I agree with that. I remember when I talked about this on Twitter, in Twitter's assessment. I have a portable charger, but I left it at home today because I had to rush to work. So, and honestly, I don't want to stream too long anyway because I'm freezing in this weather and my hand is freezing. I love my hands in my pocket. The downside of not having your selfie stick and not being able to bury your hand into your sleeve. I miss Alfred Smeg. Can Alfred Smeg come back? Alfred Smeg, we need you! Chinatown, Little Saigon. That's cute. Japantown. Is it cold enough for snow? I don't think it's cold enough for snow. I actually do play a little bit of Pokemon Go. Not Pikmin Blue. I more play Go. I actually did play... Oh, wow. Is it getting foggy? I'm going to have to wipe that off the screen. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, I play Pokemon Go on my commute to work. And I just do one stop and one Pokemon, and that's it. So it's cheap, it's easy, and I get my fill. I don't spend any money on the game. Pokemon, soy sauce. Let's go. Yay, crossing the street. Honestly, it's like this. I don't dislike the people I work with, but I would say we're not really compatible. So we don't have very similar interests. But the good thing is that as far as work goes, everyone is on the same page of getting things done and understanding that objectives need to be met. So that's a good thing. That I can say is a good thing. I can say that for even with my, actually I would say this, I got along more with the people at the airport. Because the people at the Las Vegas airport, they played Pokemon Go. So they played video games. That was really nice. Although to be honest, when you're at work, especially at that job, you really just want to work because that's how you pay your bills. So as much as work is really the only place you can have fun, in the sense of you get up, you go to work, you go home, bed. Get up, go work, go home, bed. It's that's adulthood. So it's not fun, and it has to be done in order to pay bills. On top of basically eating healthy every meal. It's like you want to have pizza, you can only have it maybe once a week at most. Every day it has to be salad. It has to be salad. It has to be salad for lunch and dinner. And your breakfast is like a coffee and eggs. That's it. If you start to deviate, start to find out the adulthood symptoms of BS. I can't tell you enough. The sadder part, even if you take really good care of yourself, it's statistically possible to die anyway. Fun, right? I would definitely say that when you're a lot younger, you're able to metabolize things a lot faster, which basically allows you to play with the mistakes of diet. Your cat likes your laptop. Oh, thanks for the Justice of Hearts. Oh my god, people on these things. I'm always nervous. I have to tell you, when I see those scooter bikes, those Lime bikes, I'm just I kind of laugh that people threw them into the ocean. Oh, that's kind of sad. Happy Mario Day. That is kind of polluting, which I don't condone, but at the same time, it's wow. Oh, god damn it. It's cold as all ice. Freezing! Go, please. Go. Alright. Will I hit 10 likes in this live stream? I can only hope and pray. Happy Mario Day, yes. I wish I could have gone to GameStop to collect my free $5 gift card. Except nothing is closer to me, so... You won't believe how many GameStops are closed in Seattle. Oh my god. It'd be nice if Pink Gorilla did something for... Actually, I could check real quick. Actually, I don't want to leave the stream right now. So... I've still got a ways to go. God, it's so cold. I feel like the only way my body ends up losing weight half the time is by walking in the cold. Because my body has to generate heat, and that burns a lot more calories than being in the heat. Here we go! Here we go! 40% battery. So what did everyone watch? I always miss San Francisco, but the thing about San Francisco is that, do I have Discord? I'm working on it right now. The thing is, with last year, I'm really just trying to be careful. So I have to do like 2-factor authentication. I have to really hammer things up like crazy. And I mean, I'm not going to hold back and saying, I'm going to be bluntly honest. I'm terrible when it comes to programming things, and I feel like I have to go start learning how to do program bots. And I have to play if someone like comes in and starts like inviting trolls, I have to have like the bot to come in and act as the border police and be like, out. Because if it doesn't happen, I'm like basically like inviting trolls, and I just don't want that. And there comes a point where it's like, haha, you have an opinion. Okay, now you're taking it too far. It's like, I didn't ask for this. This isn't feedback. This is just an insult. So... Oh, I really wish I could go to Japan this year. I still don't have. I'm still flat F broke. Really just broke. Unless my YouTube channel like has like at least a couple videos that go viral, it's like good luck. You're a needle in a haystack. Oh, it's so crazy. Basically, well, I had my 3DS collection with me, and it got stolen. A lot of it got stolen. I was attacked. Yeah, I was hit. Someone assaulted me in a Capital One cafe. That was not fun. And then that same person tried to hit me again in front of the police, and they did nothing. So, yeah, I was attacked. I'm not joking. Felt like the first time it happened, though. Yeah, thanks. No, I actually was not. But this person, I'm not saying who it was, but this person made the launch of the Switch 2 a pain in it. It was horrible. It was like trying to cover an event, and every single time you try to do something, you got roadblocked, and basically you had a missed opportunity because this person, who you thought was going to stand up for you, lied to your face. So it was just really like painful and awful. And it was like, I've never been so backstabbed. Like, it just, like, even thinking about it, it's like PTSD neurosis. It's like your body just shuts down. You don't want to do anything all day, and you feel depressed. Not just depressed, but also like you also question your own existence. You feel meaningless because of this person. No, I'm not saying her name. I don't want to right now. Unfortunately, I just don't want to. Oh, it's still cold and freezing. What are we at on battery percent? 38%. So I don't want to talk about that anymore. I really did ask, and I didn't want to be on it. I wanted to be honest, but yeah. So that's why I don't really talk about San Francisco anymore. So, and I really wanted to enjoy that city. Do you have time to play games? Honestly, I wish. When I was at Emerald City Comic Con, I did play Dance Evolution, and I love that game. But that's an arcade game. Like, I really don't play. I did do some Street Pass at Emerald City Comic Con. I still have to record my tags, so I apologize. I have not done that yet. I know I will do it. I apologize. So I'm very sorry that I have not gotten that done right now. Okay, 45%. Yeah, I don't really spend much time playing video games. I wish I did. This is why I wish I'd just go back to being a certain age in my life and just play my games and just be left alone. So. And a person is jogging while there's a person jogging behind me with their QFC. That looks like fun. That's nice. I hope you enjoy this. It's a really good store. I mean, you know, at first I would say that I prefer it over the New York store, but then when I heard that they don't really hold events in the way that the New York store does, I'm leery to say that the New York store is kind of edges out on that one. So, if you don't care for like, so the New York store, right? The New York Nintendo store, Nintendo New York. That store, that specific store, will host events for directs. And that's definitely one of the most fun things you can do if you live in New York. However, that is sorely lacking from the San Francisco store. Like, and not just lacking, but just depressingly sad. I really wish that the San Francisco store had that ability. And what's really stupid to me is the San Francisco store has a big screen. It has a big screen. They could do it, but they just choose not to. And I just look at it and I'm like, it's like Nintendo. It's like when Nintendo basically is like, yeah, we did this in this game and this was a great feature, but we took that functionality and took it out of the sequel. And you're just like, well, why? Alright, so I got 20 minutes left of the hour. We're at 31%. I'm passing by Toshio's Teriyaki. But yeah, you'll love the San Francisco store. It's a great store. It's a lot of fun. The stuff are really expensive. I will say that. Play a damn Mario game. I might actually try to see if I can get my laptop fixed. Where are the mods? We have one. I think Kalaka Boy's in here. Kalaka Boy's a mod. Yeah, Kalaka Boy's a mod. So they're here. I don't know who you are, so I can't really say yet, so. And I don't want to just add random people as mods. No, I'm sorry. No. That was actually my problem last year. I added way too many people as mods. I suffered for that. Yeah, I had way too many mods last year. And then those mods were, yeah, not great. My real name is just Nick, so anyway. Yeah, I know you miss Violet, you miss Pink and Pearl. It's irritation. Cats do not like to be picked up. She'd be like, meow, meow. She hated being picked up. But, man, it's just so funny because it's like when a cat is in total distress about being picked up, it's like there's just something so adorable about it. You just want to like hold them even more. So, and then you just throw catnip at them, and they're like, and they're just like, I don't care that you're irritating. You gave me catnip. So your name is a letter. Okay, that's nice. at 26%. My phone battery's guzzled down. So let's see where we're at. Am I even close to the lows? So once I get there, I could probably... Graffiti, fans, camping, that's nice. It's an Android. Do you know anyone else with a car? I only walk home. I don't walk, right. I don't walk to work. I take a light rail ride to work. Because this would cost way too much time. And if I had to walk to work, I'd already be tired at work. So I don't do it. You meant cat? Oh, I know a couple people with cats. So... Yeah, lag. I know. We're at 23%. Alright, 45 minutes into the stream. Let's see if we can get to the lows. So I'm seeing a bunch of car places. It's almost 5 o'clock. Don't forget to like the stream. Almost at 10 likes. Let's get up to 10, folks. Aw, well, thank you for that. I wish I could have a chocolate chip cookie. I had a brownie earlier, so that was really my treat today. Oh, we got 10 people watching. Let's get 10 likes. Yay! Sending a like. Thank you. 21% on battery. Well, I'm going to make sure my phone battery is charged. So in case I stream tomorrow. You know, I did laugh a little at Issa Rae as the queen bee. Because what's my favorite food? Pizza is my favorite. So Issa Rae is playing the queen bee in the Mario movie. And I have to say, it feels a bit pointless because, I mean, if you played the Mario Galaxy games, the Queen Bee doesn't really have a whole lot of, as long as I remember, like that character doesn't have much in the plot of the game. So them adding her in felt like, I know it's gonna be controversial, DI. You know, believe it or not, that was actually a criticism of the original Super Mario Brothers movie, which I would probably argue in defense of that. And I will say they could have had Idris Elba as Donkey Kong. And why didn't they just do that? Like, why did they make it Seth Rogen? I was like, I didn't care for Seth Rogen. Or they could just give us a Black Mario. I don't really care. But yeah, the Queen Bee character, I'm just like, whatever. We'll see how well it ties into the plot. So, or maybe like she'll just have a funny voice or something like that. I did think Anna Taylor-Joy did a good job with Peach. I liked her. Why not? I mean, don't you know, it's 2026, we had a, you know, in the past couple of years, we've had a Black Little Mermaid. What else have we had that's changed colors of people? We've had to just look at it and be like, whatever. They changed Moneypenny to be black in the James Bond series. They made Q stand for queer in that series. What else? Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Some of it doesn't really add. Although I have to say, Will Byers being gay does not add anything to Netflix, to that series. Like, that just felt like they were desperate. They just didn't care about Stranger Things at that part. They were just like, yep, we gotta get views and clicks. At least that one character coming out in season 3 felt like there was a reason for them to come out, versus like Will coming out was like, are you sure you are? I think you just were written that way. Versus like, wow, I could tell by the character. Yeah. So some of it feels a bit pandering, and it's like on the line of it. It's like, so I'm at 21% battery. I'm nearing this subway. There's a car right there. Cast a Latino for Luffy instead of a Japanese man. You know, the funny thing is, I will say this, as far as like casting characters as different whatevers, or I should say not the corresponding. I just want to say, I can't tell you how many times I've had to look at somebody who's Hispanic and not misidentify them as Filipino, because it's like the easiest, not misgendering, what would you call it? Miscultural identifying. The easiest miscultural identifying is like a Latino and a Filipino. Those two are very similar. Like you look at sometimes you look at the skin tone, but I know Japanese and Latino are different, so can I get one more like? I just need one more. I just need one more. I would say, okay, so I do have to point this out. They did a better job in the live action Avatar series, at least. That one's a lot more faithful to the animated series. That movie was horrible, though. That, though, to be honest, it's really hard to make that series into a movie. Although at least they didn't try to do all 3 seasons in one movie. It wouldn't have worked. But like, damn it, unfortunately, there was bound to be something. The funny thing about that is, especially when it comes to YouTube, is red. So the sad part I can say was when the 3DS got popular on YouTube, it seemed like it caused the cost of 3DSs to go up. So, well, I'm glad you enjoy those. I have a couple more planned. You'll love them. And I'll be on April Fool's Day. So, yeah, just because I can do it. I wish someone could make that for the 3DS, actually. Okay, we're at 15%, so I'm gonna have to peace out here. I don't want my phone to die while I'm streaming, so like, comment, subscribe. I managed to hit 10 likes, but I tried. Anyway, guys, happy Mario Day. Hopefully, maybe I can stream later. We'll see.